In this model, we introduce you to some of Kazakhstan's most well-known cities and historical sites. Then, we discuss transport in Kazakhstan and teach you to give and understand basic directions. Are you ready? Dayımsın ба? Kettik!
As we mentioned in earlier modules, Kazakhstan is the 9th largest country in the world by territory. Situated in Central Eurasia, it has coastal cities nestled against the shores of the Caspian Sea. In the south of the country, you can expect hot, humid summers and relatively mild winters, whereas in the north of the country, winters are long and cold. Kazakhstan's capital, Nur-Sultan, is one of the coldest national capitals in the world, with the average temperature being around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. In winter, it can reach 40 degrees below zero, or even colder.
We are going to introduce you to 4 sites in Kazakhstan, which will give you a good overview. We start in Kazakhstan's capital city, Nur-Sultan, which is marked on this map by its old name, Astana. Then we introduce you to Kazakhstan's biggest city, commercial center, and old capital, Almaty. Then we travel to the south of the country to learn about Turkestan, one of the oldest and most historically significant places in Kazakhstan. Finally, we travel to the edge of the Caspian Sea to investigate Aktau, which is where much of country's oil industry is located.
Nur-Sultan is one of the fastest growing and most rapidly modernizing cities in Kazakhstan. It was founded in 1830 as an outpost of the Russian Empire. During the Soviet period, it was the administrative center for the Virgin Lands campaign, which sought to transform the steppe into economically viable wheat fields. Today, Kazakhstan is the 6th largest producer of wheat in the world. However, it wasn't until 1997 that the capital of independent Kazakhstan was relocated to the city, which was at that time renamed Astana. In 2019, it was renamed Nur-Sultan in honor of the country's long-serving first president, Nursultan Nazarbayev.
Almaty is Kazakhstan's largest city, with a population of about 2 million people. Before I moved to the US, I lived in Almaty for almost 20 years, and would like to welcome you to this friendly, diverse, and vibrant city. There is something for everyone here, ranging from world-class theater performances to outdoor sports, including some of the best alpine hiking and skiing you can find anywhere. The city itself is extremely walkable and is known for its fountains and historic parks. When you are in Almaty, I recommend visiting the Koktebe cable car, which takes you to the TV tower that overlooks the city. The views are amazing.
The town of Turkestan is described as a spiritual capital of the Turkic world because of the religious and cultural significance of the mausoleum of Hoja Ahmed Yasawi, which is shown in the picture here. Hoja Ahmed Yasawi was an early Sufi mystic who worked to spread Islam across Central Asia. Turkestan became an early center of Islamic education during Hoja Ahmed Yasawi's lifetime. After his death, Tamerlane commissioned the mausoleum, the construction of which began in the late 14th century, but was stopped in 1405 before being completed. Today, this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for many Muslims in the region, it is religiously significant, such that 3 pilgrimages to Turkestan are equivalent to 1 pilgrimage to Mecca.
Aktau and the other Caspian Sea city of Atrau are the centers of the oil industry in Kazakhstan. The local offices of many multinational companies involved in the oil service industry can be found here, in part because the Tengiz oil field, the 6th largest in the world, is located in the nearby wetlands. In addition to the oil industry activity here, many people visit Aktau and Atrau from Kazakhstan and from abroad to stroll along the well-developed seafront and relax on the beaches.
Kazakhstan has a well-developed transport network across the country, which makes sense if you remember how big the country is. For example, there are daily express trains connecting Nur-Sultan and Almaty, not to mention flights. The flag carrier airline, Air Astana, connects the different regions of Kazakhstan, as well as connects the country to the abroad, with regular flights to Moscow, Frankfurt, Beijing, Seoul, London, and elsewhere. In general, to get from one major city in Kazakhstan to another, you'll usually fly or take the train. Within a city, however, there are public buses and private taxis, both of which are popular, relatively inexpensive, and reliable.
Let's practice the words for each form of transport. Repeat after me. Автобус, автобус. Ушак, ушак. Поезд, поезд. Такси, такси.
Let's continue by learning some important transportation-related words and phrases. Then we will learn and practice a dialogue. Are you ready? Dayansın mı? Kettik.
Excuse me. Keşiriniz. Keşiriniz. Where is the office? Office қайда? Office қайда? It's that way. Ол сол бағытта. Ол сол бағытта. How do I get to the bus station? Маған айта аласыз ба? Автобекетке қалай барамын? Маған айта аласыз ба? Автобекетке қалай барамын? It's best to take the bus. Автобуспен барғаныңыз дұрыс. Автобуспен барғаныңыз дұрыс. Go straight. Тіке жүріңіз. Тіке жүріңіз. Go back. Артқа қарай жүріңіз. Артқа қарай жүріңіз. Turn left. Солға бұрылыңыз. Солға бұрылыңыз. Turn right. Оңға бұрылыңыз. Оңға бұрылыңыз. On the left. Сол жақта. Сол жақта. On the right. Оң жақта. Оң жақта.
Now, we are going to present a dialogue where I ask a person on the street for directions. Follow along with the English subtitles below. Саламатсыз бе?
Ja.
Сайха автобекетіне қалай барамын?
Оңға бұрылыңыз. Тіке жүріңіз. Сосын солға бұрылыңыз. Онда автобекетті көресіз.
Аялдама қай жақта болады?
Аялдама оң жақта болады.
Ол күні рахмет.
Оқасы жоқ.
Let's practice the dialogue lines together. Dr. Riz will read the English. Then I will read the Kazakh twice. Then you'll repeat the Kazakh. Are you ready? Dayınsın ба?
Hello, how can I get to the Sayahat bus station?
Сәлеметсіз бе? Саяхат автобекетіне қалай барамын? Сәлеметсіз бе? Саяхат автобекетіне қалай барамын?
Turn right, go straight, then turn left. You will see the bus station.
Оңға бұрылыңыз, тіке жүріңіз. Сосын солға бұрылыңыз. Онда автобекетті көресіз. Оңға бұрылыңыз, тіке жүріңіз. Сосын солға бұрылыңыз. Онда автобекетті көресіз.
Where will the bus stop be?
Аялдама қай жақта? Аялдама қай жақта?
The bus stop will be on the right side.
Аялдама оң жақта болады. Аялдама оң жақта болады.
Thank you very much.
Үлкен рахмет. Үлкен рахмет.
No problem.
Оқасы жоқ. Оқасы жоқ.
Over the course of the modules, we have used many of the main question words that you will encounter in Kazakh. Here, we will consolidate and systematize that knowledge.
Let's practice the question words. Repeat after me. What? Не. Не. Where? Қайда? Қайда? Who? Кім? Кім? When? Қашан? Қашан? Қау? Қалай? Қалай?
In cities, navigation is most often by landmarks. For example, in Almaty, directions are oriented as towards or away from the mountains, which are towards the south of the city. However, it's important to know cardinal directions, especially for navigating around the country as a whole. Let's practice.
Listen and repeat after me. North. Soltüstük. Soltüstük. South. Оңтүстік. Оңтүстік. East. Шығыс. Шығыс. West. Батыс. Батыс.
If you look over at the map of Kazakhstan here, you will see it divided into Kazakhstan's different oblasts, or regions, province-level administrative divisions. Can you find North Kazakhstan province? Soltüstük Kazakhstan? What about West Kazakhstan province? Batys Kazakhstan? Try to find East and South Kazakhstan provinces as well. As you can see, knowing the cardinal directions is very helpful here. Here, we review the vocabulary we learned this lesson.
Let's practice. Repeat after me. Автобус. Автобус. Bus. Поезд. Поезд. Train. Ушак. Ушак. Airplane. Taxi. 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 Тіке жүріңіз. Тіке жүріңіз. Go straight. Артқа қарай жүріңіз. Артқа қарай жүріңіз. Go back. Солға бұрылыңыз. Солға бұрылыңыз. Turn left. Оңға бұрылыңыз. Оңға бұрылыңыз. Turn right. Сол жақта. Сол жақта. On the left. Оң жақта. Оң жақта. On the right. Не. Не. What? Қайда? Қайда? Where? Кім? Кім? Who? Қашан? Қашан? When? Қалай? Қалай? How? Солтүстік. Солтүстік. North. Оңтүстік. Оңтүстік. South. Шығыс. Шығыс. East. Батыс. Батыс. West.
We have finished this module. Now that you know a little bit more about the rich variety of historical and contemporary places to visit, are you even more excited to travel to Kazakhstan?
In the next, final module, we will talk about celebrations and holidays in Kazakhstan and share with you some cultural tips.
Көріскенше!